Good morning. My name is Masaharu. I'm from CODA, Japan. CODA is a private company, and that stands for Content Overseas Distribution Association. That may imply to you that we are a distributor. Certainly, we are trying to help Japanese content holders to export their products to overseas. But yet, as that's the reason I'm here, is that there is piracy. Always piracy, and we've got to vigorously protect and promote Japanese contents in overseas countries. So here's what we are doing in Japan. Firstly, there is this law. This is a problematic for us. There is this telecommunications business law, and Article 4 of which says the secrets of communications related to the handling of telecommunications carriers shall not be violated. That means freedom of communication overrides deletion of certain even illicit sites. So as a result, we don't have proper measures to seize domain names or site blocking or advertisement blocking. So what we are doing is to request to take down illicit videos from UGC sites. We just don't send take down notices, but also we actually visit and talk to those sites and try to convince them to delete those infringing contents. And on the bottom there are target sites, Yoku, To-Do, etc. And in order to do this, we just can't do it manually every day. So we created a system by which we fingerprint content automatically and send out takedown notices automatically. As a result, we've got on the bottom 98.66 takedown achievement. However, as you can see, certain sites do not comply completely. And those infringers are getting faster and more egregious and trying to make money out of it by placing display ads. For example, they are trying to alter aspect ratio of the picture to try to escape the fingerprint. Or they can change the keyword. We use Japanese, English, and simplified Chinese search, but they sometimes use just numbers or totally irrelevant words. And also there are link sites. They just place links to illicit sites. And under the current Japanese Copyright Act, we can't punish them, unfortunately. So we are striving to try to change the law. And as you can see, through these link sites, there are more and more infringement happening every minute, every day. Also, there is a imminent threat by mobile apps. As Michael Kwan-san mentioned, these are increasing, and they are just using ads, and they are making money, but our system can't detect these, unfortunately. So we created a new system whereby we have new detect team here. That is to say, we use human eyes to check. We fingerprint both picture and sound, but as I explained, sometimes people change aspect ratio and change sound as well. Sometimes they reverse the picture, something like that. So we use a human team. At least it consists of 3 ladies and 1 gentleman. And this gentleman is a sort of otaku. He is very knowledgeable of anime and manga. So we have a very good, efficient team. They are checking, in addition to the system, they are checking all those illicit sites every day. And as a result, we just started, as you can see, June last year, and up until March this year, we've got deletion rate of 87.93%, which is not too bad. But as you can see, Dome TV and Naver never complied with our request, unfortunately. So for which I have to ask for our colleagues in Korea's assistance. And also, we co-work with international partners. As you can see, August 2011, we executed a memorandum with China as to rectification of illegal uploading on UGC websites as to Yoku Chudo 56 KU6. In November 2011, we executed an MOU with Kofoko, Korea. And in August 2012, we executed an MOU with, again, China as to ikiyi.com. And most recently, in August this year, we executed an agreement with CODA, Korea, for mutual protection and promotion of the contents in each country. And most of all, we have executed an agreement with MPA, Michael Consens entity, to vigorously protect our contents in overseas countries. As you all know, MPA is the most powerful and most knowledgeable leader in terms of protection of IPRs. So they are very, very helpful. Then, as Michael-san pointed out, it's getting very difficult to protect your contents on the net. This is a case of Anitube, very popular anime illicit site in Japan. And the site operator, we know who he is. He is in Brazil, and server is in the US. And the domain name is registered in Sweden. And site cannot be viewed in Brazil, but in Japan. So my fellow bad Japanese people watch this site. And because of the jurisdiction matter, we gave all the information to the Brazilian authorities, but they can't arrest this bad chap in Brazil. So that's the problem. So what we can do? Law is not helpful at the moment. So what we do is A, try to show alert messages to those who visit illicit sites. B, trying to remove link connecting to infringing content. C, stop DI, displaying ads. And D, closing down accounts so that bad guys can't get money. On all voluntary basis, as we have no valid legislation to make this happen. So we are trying to do on voluntary basis. What we do is to get the information from content holders and send that information to security software companies such as Trend Micro, SourceNext, etc. And those who use those security software get a warning sign if they visit illicit sites, something like this. Then what happens oftentimes is that if you put a word in a search engine, sometimes illicit sites come on the top. So try to make it not happen. Or we work with Google and got so-called Trusted Copyright Removal Program, TCRP. We try to have these illicit sites not appear as search results. Preferably, even if it appears, preferably after the second page onwards. And also we ask Google and a association for ad agents and also big companies and the association of those companies try not to show their ads so as not to benefit bad guys. And also we send requests to platformers that certain sites are illegal, so please stop showing those sites. And in most cases they comply. And finally, we ask the government to change the law so that we can effectively do all of these activities. In February this year, to the Intellectual Property Strategy Promotion Headquarters, Next Generation Intellectual Property System Review Committee, we sent a comment in threefold. One, countermeasures against link sites, request for revision of Copyright Act, so that effectively we can stop these illicit activities. Number two, study on site blocking. You know, it's always slow moving in Japan. We are slowpokes. So we firstly cordially ask, study on site blocking. Number three, study on online advertisement issues, so as not to benefit bad guys from display ads. And in August, actually it was last year, August 2016, to Cultural Council Copyright Working Group Legislation-Based Subcommittee, we requested for revision of Copyright Act to deem those link sites as infringing sites so that we can stop them effectively. And that covers my presentation. Thank you very much.